today. From Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they too were, and look at this, right away a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. So that a nightmarish start to a football game as they give the ball away on the opening kickoff.
And they put their defense in a bind right away. They have to go into protect mode.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. On first down, Mahomes. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So for the Chargers, it's their first meeting this year against the AFC champs. And these two division rivals, they go back to the AFL days. But this, Charles, kind of a measuring stick game, you feel like, for a young Chargers team.
It certainly is, because when you match up with Kansas City, who has dominated in recent years and feels like they'll continue to dominate for the foreseeable future, you've got to have a reason for optimism. And this team, under new management with a new head coach, and they feel like they've made some great strides in free agency in the draft. They feel like they can go ahead and start pursuing Kansas City once again.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone is K.J. Hill. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Charger offense ready for their first possession, and it's Justin Herbert at the helm in his 2nd season now out of Oregon.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. They find some open field here. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 27-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A quick check on the numbers for Keenan Allen from last week. 4 catches, 108 yards.
And he's number 6 in the league in receiving yards, and he plays for his team first. But he also, in the back of his mind, he's thinking, if I can get to the top 5, that might affect his bonus in his contract.
And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Herbert on 3rd down now. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Travis Kelce and the Chiefs set to take over again. The early returns for him, very good to start this season. Interesting to see if he can keep up that torrid pace.
Yeah, when you're talking about averaging 100 yards a game as a receiver, extrapolate that over 16 games, and you're having a monster season. So, yeah, you love what he's doing early, but I think it's got to go back to the offseason, doesn't it? It's got to go back to the roots, spending time with the guy who's going to throw the ball to him, spending time watching tape, spending time reading defenses, and, of course, getting himself ready to play.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd and short. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and a mile. Steps away to his left. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Complete. The tight end, Kelce. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Hill, the intended receiver once again, but it's going to be 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Two minutes to play in this first half, 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger 1st down. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger 1st. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 11 yards there, just like last play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Again, Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Justin Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Herbert throwing again. This is caught. Touchdown! Austin Eckler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll begin in the AFC South. It's Indianapolis on the road at Tennessee. And it's the Titans with the lead in the second quarter of play. Ryan Tannehill looking good. 2 touchdown passes. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And at this point, they trail the visiting Baltimore Ravens. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they lead the visiting Atlanta Falcons at halftime. Saquon Barkley, a touchdown run in that first half. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. From his end zone is K.J. Hill. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Chargers to take over. They're trying to get back on track. They had the loss last week to the Dallas Cowboys. The good news, they've got the lead right now. On 1st and 10, Herbert looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. Herbert on 1st down now. That'll be complete to Cook. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now it's Herbert. And that's complete to Trey McKinney, the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. 2nd and 7. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is Cook with a grab. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Shedding the tackle and now some room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. Yeah, brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 25 yards that time.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him.
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. If you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The
attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side, you know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game, but that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
And he's been pretty solid. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 93 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. It's Eckler again. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That second down play nets a -4. The Chargers on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. This is swung out to Eckler. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Herbert hooking up with Cook for an LA first.
And Jared Cook's been doing this for a lot of years, the last 2 in New Orleans. The Chargers turned to him after losing Hunter Henry to New England in free agency, and they made a nice decision.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal. Herbert. And it's caught. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is indeed good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 20-14, 65 seconds remaining. Mahomes to throw it. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively, and 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Mahomes. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Mahomes. Connecting with Hill. And some space here. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's one heck of a 3rd down conversion, a pickup of 39. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Tides have turned. Now all eyes shift to the Chargers. Trailing by a point. 33 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. Finding Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And Cook has it, left side. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Throwing, Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And this kick is not gonna get there. It's short and no good. And right now, just absolute anguish on that visiting sideline.
It came down to one kick, a chance to steal one on the road. But you could feel the pressure, couldn't you? And the pressure enveloped him on that one. Forced a missed kick.
And the crowd went wild. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league break. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Kansas City, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.